Hey guys, Andres here from Doble Sports, back here with more football content, and today we will be talking about the Concacaf Nations League finals and the Mexico national team's performance against Panama, which has Mexico fans hopeful. So, the Mexico men's national football team played on Thursday night in the semifinals of the Concacaf Nations League and won 3-0 against Panama. This was a great game by Mexico all around, and they definitely looked like the better team. And almost all the starting players were rightfully starting in this game, as they have been in great form at the club level and were in great form on Thursday. Julian Quiñones, he got to start for the first time with the one, the only Selección Nacional. Julian Quiñones got his first start with the national team, and he played great. Henry Martin didn't score, but had the assist to Quiñones, who scored. Quiñones scored the second goal of the game. I mean, it once again showing the strong Club America teammate chemistry that they both have. The midfield was great in this game. Luis Chavez with amazing crosses into the box. One of them an assist to Edson Alvarez. El Machín got the first goal of the game for Mexico, and he is clearly our best player right now. He's been great for West Ham and Mexico right now. Orbelín Pineda, he also had a really good game coming off the bench. He came in as a substitute in the second half, and he scored the third goal that put the exclamation point on this game for Mexico. The defense was good. Panama was able to produce opportunities, but no goals were conceded, which is what matters most. Don't concede any goals. Cesar Montes was noted with the assist to Orbelín, with an amazing long ball pass up to Orbelín. Orbelín was able to chip it over the goalkeeper's head into the back of the net. What an amazing play that was. The defensive wingbacks, Jesus Gallardo and Julian Araujo, had room to improve, but still did well. Ochoa once again showed that he is one of the best goalkeepers for Mexico's national team and will find a way to perform great regardless of what is happening at the club level for him. He played in this game and had two really good saves. We should also give credit, though, to Panama. They are the most improved national team over the last year, and especially in the CONCACAF. And they were actually relatively competitive in this game. While they had fewer shots on target, they still took more shots in this game than Mexico. Two of the shots were stopped by great saves from Ochoa, and another went in for a goal initially, but VAR found that both of Panama's forwards were offside on the play, and the goal didn't count. Panama also had 59% possession in this game, which is kind of surprising given that Mexico looked like the team really in the driver's seat the entire 90 minutes. That 59% possession, that's actually a very surprising yet positive stat for the Panamanians, given that Mexico looked so much better than them in this game and frankly thrashed them with 3 goals scored. So while Panama did lose, you got to show them some respect for still playing the best they could. And at the end, they just simply lost to the team and players that are simply in much better form. I definitely expect Panama to win the third place game, and it will be interesting to see how they do come the Copa America. With that, you know what time it is. It's great time. So, the Mexico national team won 3-0 against Panama and advanced to the championship final, where they will play the United States. Here are Mexico's grades for this game. Goalkeeper. A. Guillermo Ochoa played in this game and had 2 great saves. He proved to critics once again that he is still one of the best goalkeepers Mexico has for the national team, despite his age and currently playing with a struggling club in Salernitana, who will likely be relegated come the end of the season. Regardless of club form, Guillermo Ochoa finds a way. He just has that factor. He just finds a way to play great for Mexico every time he puts on the national team jersey. So, hey, well done, Memo. Center backs. A. Cesar Montes and Johan Vasquez played a great game with no goals conceded. Cesar Montes also had an assist to Orbelin Pineda for the 3rd goal, so he had a really good performance in this game. They are the best 2 center backs Mexico has and are a great duo. It also really is a shame that Cesar Montes is stuck playing with Almeria in La Liga in Spain at the club level, as his performance Thursday showed that he does deserve to be on a more competitive first-tier team in one of the top leagues in Europe, and not be on a team like Almeria with poor management and constantly turning and burning, always firing head coaches. Hopefully he can play next season for a club that will be more competitive and can stay in the top tiers of Europe. Jesus Orozco was the 3rd center back who played in this game for Mexico. He got playing time and entered in the 80th minute for Johan Vasquez. He had a clean 14 minutes of football. He looks to be a promising player as a substitute. Defensive wingbacks. A-. Jorge Sanchez, due to suspension for 2 yellow cards in, the previous Nations League matches, he couldn't play in this game, so Julian Araujo was the starter. He played 59 minutes and had 18 accurate passes and 1 tackle won. However, in the second half, he did get beat on the 51st minute counterattack by Panama and missed his defensive marks, which resulted in Ochoa having to make a great save to stop Panama from scoring. Wasn't a good look for Araujo. Tough luck for him as well, as he was subbed off due to possibly having a slight injury, which would not be good as he is playing the key right back position and is, in my opinion, the best player right now in that spot. Hopefully he'll be okay for the final. We'll probably get updates on that Saturday night or Sunday morning. So with that, Eric Aguirre, he entered the game as a sub for him. He played 31 minutes, not super productive, didn't make an impact like, lit the world on fire, but also no major mistakes by Aguirre. So it was a clean 31 minutes of football for him. Despite Julian Araujo's error and clear room for improvement, it is also worth noting that Araujo, he doesn't start or play as much as he probably should, in my opinion, and in many others' opinions. And I still think that should Araujo be 100% healthy, he should be the starter for the final, as he is definitely better than Aguirre or Jorge Sanchez. Midfield. A. Luis Chavez had a great game Thursday and contributed an assist to Edson Alvarez for the first goal. Edson Alvarez scored the first goal for Mexico. Edson Alvarez, the center midfielder, he scored the first goal for Mexico in the game. An excellent header off across from Luis Chavez into the area. This was El Machin's 5th goal for the national team, and he has scored in back-to-back games he has played in for the national team. Luis Chavez is a key player in Mexico's midfield, and Edson Alvarez is clearly the best player on the national team right now. Orbelin Pineda came in as a substitute for Eric Sanchez in the 59th minute and scored the third goal off what was an amazing pass from Cesar Montes. The midfield players are clearly in form and will be players to watch in the final. Wingers. A minus. Julian Quiñones started in this game and he made an instant positive impact for the team, just like he has done for Club America. He scored the second goal of the game and his first for the national team. So well done, Julian Quiñones. He was later subbed off and Chucky Lozano entered in his place. Chucky was playing well, definitely better than he has been recently for PSV, but he couldn't finish. He had a golden opportunity to score where he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper in front of him, but shot the ball just to the left of the goalkeeper, who was able to get his hands on the ball and make the save. Chucky Lozano did wait. He did take a little too much time in getting the shot off, which wasn't great either. This is a great opportunity that he lost, and he really needs to find a way to finish better and have more confidence in terms of being able to shoot, as he has played well in the passing game, but has struggled recently to score himself. Forward. B+. With Quiñones starting, Henry Martin was also given the starting position to establish the strong teammate duo up front. Martin was able to get the assist that led to Quiñones' goal, but outside of that didn't really produce. I am disappointed that Santiago Jimenez didn't get any playing time in this game. We'll talk more about that in a second. Coach. A-. Jaime Lozano set up a strong 4-3-3 formation with a very productive midfield and winger. Almost all the players that fans wanted and expected him to play due to their good form, they did play in this match. And while I do believe calling up players such as Piojo Alvarado, Luis Romo, Jorge Sanchez, and Charlie Rodriguez was a mistake, he made the wise decision of not starting any of them. Piojo Alvarado and Charlie Rodriguez, in fact, didn't get any playing time in this game. And rightfully so, as why walk away from the starting players that are doing good and instead play overrated or out of form players? Why would you do that? While under Lozano's tenureship so far, while he has had shaky moments, Lozano has overall improved the team more than Diego Coca probably would have. However, there are still two big criticisms I have for Lozano. And that's the decision not to give Gerardo Arteaga and especially Santi Jimenez any playing time in this game. Let's start first with Santiago Jimenez. Santi Jimenez is one of the best players in the Dutch Eredivisie right now for playing for Feyenoord, and has scored 21 goals and 4 assists this year. He has scored goals in the Champions League, in the Europa League, and will likely move to a bigger club in Europe next season. Yet, for some reason, Jaime Lozano and the Mexican national team continue to refuse to give him more playing time that he deserves on the national team. Like, what more does he have to prove? He's a star for Feyenoord, has scored 21 goals, competed in and scored in Champions League games in Europe, and has been clearly more productive than Henry Martin. Yet, nope, Santi Jimenez won't start. In fact, we won't even give him playing time, as if they completely forgot about his incredible talent and that he is the future of the national team that they should be developing now. Like, what more does he have to do to get more playing time and finally start in more games? When Santi Jimenez found out he was not going to play in the game, he was frustrated and annoyed about that. It was caught on live TV. And I don't blame him. He knows he is playing well and that he is the future of the team given he is only 22 years old. Yet they keep him on the bench. This is not only wasting his talent, but destroying his confidence in the future. Please give Santi chances. Let him grow and develop so he can succeed. Henry Martin is 31 years old and will be 33 come the World Cup, and has only succeeded with other players around him like Quiñones, Zendejas, and De Gol Valdez on Club America. He is a system striker who only succeeds when other players that are better than him are around him. While I do think there is a place for Henry Martin on this team, it's as a substitute player. And Santi needs to be the starter. I'll say the same thing for the left back position with Jesus Gallardo and Gerardo Arteaga. Gallardo has had his opportunities. He's been a starter in multiple World Cups now. He is 29 years old and will be 32 come the World Cup. And that's old for a left back. And he is good at the Concacaf level. But outside of that, he is not good enough. While he can defend pretty well, he can't contribute on offense like other left backs today can. Arteaga, on the other hand, who played for Genk in Belgium and was consistently getting minutes over there as a starter or substitute, and has now returned to Liga MX and is a clear starter for Monterrey, he's able to do both. He can contribute offensively and defensively. Yet we still put an aging Jesus Gallardo in, who still can't do both. He can't contribute on offense. I think Gallardo would still be a key substitute player on this national team, but it's time we pass the torch over and start a younger, more talented player in Gerardo Arteaga. Outside of the players that should have gotten minutes in this game, this was overall a strong performance from Mexico and one of their best performances we have seen in a while. For the team as a whole, it was an A-grade performance. And this 3-0 win gives them positive momentum entering the final on Sunday, where they will play their CONCACAF rival in the United States. The U.S. was underperforming in their semifinal game. However, that doesn't mean the U.S. can still beat Mexico despite their issues with Greg Berhalter. So Mexico needs to keep their skills up and not be overconfident or complacent. And of course, not play solely defensive and with fear like Diego Coca had them do last year. If Mexico on Sunday plays like they did in this game against Panama, I do think they can win. Hopefully they beat the U.S. and win their first Concacaf Nations League title. Well, Andres from Doble Sports. That's it for me in this sports episode. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What was your reaction to Mexico's 3-0 win on Thursday? Who was the MVP of the game, in your opinion? Who was the worst player, in your opinion? And what do you think about this Mexico-USA final matchup? Like and subscribe to help grow this passion project. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.